Good morning. Yeah. Hey, you probably can't see it. I got some road rash on my arm, a little on my back. Got a slight sunburn from man camp. Yeah, I had a great night. Friday afternoon, night gone, and all day Saturday. Just time to hang out with other dudes and just do cool stuff. When it came to my diet, like the first meal was hamburgers and brats, and I was like, well, I got hamburger patties and I got brats and there were some hot dogs, so I just ate meat. And I'm at the line and the guy's like, are you the guy that just eats meat? I was like, yeah, but I was like, hey, that other guy just ate meat. I'm like, who told you I'm just eating meat? Is this getting spread around the church? Yeah, it's like, I guess it's catching on around my church that I'm the guy that eats meat. And part of me is like, cool, okay, cool. Hopefully they ask me some questions. And other part of me is like kind of reserved immediately because I don't want to have to like explain why I'm just eating meat. But I had a couple opportunities for people to talk to me. It's like, oh, you gonna eat? And I was like, oh, sorry, I gotta stay off the carbs and stuff because diabetes. And then just had some natural conversations, which were nice. And had another guy that was asking me about the stuff. And it's like, oh, we should get together. And another guy that we should get together. So those are good. We'll see if we get together and we'll talk about it. It's not that I'm ashamed of the carnivore diet, because I'm not ashamed of it. I mean, it's just so foreign to people from a standard American diet. Is like, but you like eat vegetables, right? I've had that happen multiple times. Like, no, I don't eat vegetables. Like, no vegetables. And in their mind, like, why? And one guy was like, oh, because the carbs. I was like, yeah, there's carbs in vegetables for sure. There's carbs in lots of vegetables. And some people can eat some vegetables without problems. Some people can't. And I bet I'm probably fine. Like, I haven't had a lot of bowel problems. But at that same time, I was talking to another good friend who's on a diet where he's doing a couple meal replacements. And he's like, dude, I was up farted all night. I'm like, well, is that natural? Is it, people say, is it natural for someone to just eat meat? Well, is it natural to take these supplements or eat like large amounts of foods that are just going to give you gas and you're going to fart all night? And so on the carnivore diet, I rarely fart. And when I do, it doesn't even stink. So what? That's cool. Especially on lion diet. I don't even know if we fart ever. How did I start talking about farting? Through all this weekend, I met some just good guys. I got the chance to compete and run across fields and try to have this game where we had like 8 teams and 4 went at a time, and you had to run into the middle of a field and grab these inner tubes and run them back to your side, and then go back and try to either get more inner tubes or stop other people get the inner tubes. And I'm like, okay, let's see what you're made of, Aaron. You're almost 45 years old. Let's see what you're made of. And I just go out there and I booked, and I got to the first one. I was first. I was first out there. I got there first, and I just went, ah! I bravehearted it. I just yelled. I was like, ah! I grabbed a bunch of stuff. And I got in some this war with this other guy. And then it was 2 against 1. And I'm yanking this thing. And I'm like, this is going to happen. And then it was like 3 against 1. It was like 4 against 1. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. And then I started like trying to like scissor lock their legs and knock some of them down. And I remembered the rules are that you're not allowed to touch people. But, sorry. I was competing. I got a little out of control. But I was like holding on this thing, and I'm just like, I am not letting this go. They drug me across the field. I'm on my back, getting drugged by all of these people, and I just would not let go. And I open my eyes, and there's a camera right in my face. So I hope I can get some of that footage. I hope the guy who filmed me getting drugged across that field, that field. And I go back, and there's a bunch of younger guys, and they're going, and I was just like, yeah, that hurts a little bit, but man, I feel good. I feel good. But man, it was a big blessing to me, honestly, to be able to do that. And yeah, I'm a little sore. You know, that's to be expected, and had dirt and stuff all just down the side of me. And I was walking, the pastor was like, he's like, I forget exactly, but it was like all this, like, yeah, I still got all the dirt on me. He's like, you really inspired me, because we're the same age. He's like, you really inspired me. And I'm like, actually, I want to talk to him about that again. It's like, how did I inspire you? Like, what did I do that inspired you to get in there? I was like, you inspired me to get in there, because you said that, you know, we're all in. You know, let's go all in. So I was going all in, man. I didn't realize how much I needed this in my life. And as you're growing older, you know, there's older guys than me out there doing it, and they're just going for it. But I was hearing a lot of voices from like people that were like in their 20s saying, oh, I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this. And yeah, you're not too old for it. You gotta make sure you don't get injured. You're not too old for it. And as a man, like, you gotta be a dangerous man. Still that for Jordan Peterson. You need to be a dangerous man. Like, I'm a dangerous man. And dangerous doesn't mean evil or crass or mean. It means capable. I'm thankful that I'm capable to be violent if I needed to. Like in a life or death situation, protecting my family. Oh, God forbid that stuff ever happens, but I don't know. There's something in a man that just needs to know that they're dangerous and capable. And I guess another way of saying I'm a dangerous man would say I'm a meek man. I'm meek. And you're like, well, meek, doesn't that mean weak? And I say, nope. Meekness is not weakness, it's strength under control. It's like I'm a ninja. Right? I'm a ninja. And I sit here and I just live my life. But if I have to, a controlled strength. I went to man camp, and I was able and capable and very thankful for the uplifting words that I heard, just inspiring stories, lots of confessions of just sin. Men are not that complicated. I already knew everyone was struggling with those things. But the breakthroughs and just having people say, I heard from God. One guy was like, I came to here and I don't even believe in God. And I was like, God, if you exist, show me a sign. He said, I looked over, a leaf fell off a tree and fell over. He's like, to him, that was a sign from God that's saying, it's time to turn over a new leaf. What did God say to me? He said, Aaron, you need to be intentional. Okay, well, how do you be intentional? Well, one, be intentional. Intentional. Intentional in what? That's what I'm trying to figure out, you know. It's easy for me to be intentional when it comes to spiritual things, like sharing my faith, loving people, serving people. It's easy. I mean, I want to say it's easy, but it seems pure. I'm wondering if God wants me to be more intentional when I tell people about diet. Because I don't, you know, like when I was talking about when I started, like, it's not that I'm ashamed of the diet. I just don't want to, I don't want to make someone feel like garbage. I don't want someone to feel like I'm looking down on them. I literally had people saying, well, you look like Chris Pratt. Yeah, there's that other guy I know, he's like, because you're all buff now. And I'm like, well, I couldn't even take the compliment. I was like, well, if it, I'm just joking. It's like, well, if it jiggles, it's fat. Why lie? Because I use my humor as like a defense mechanism for myself. But I don't want to hurt people's feelings either. I should have just said thank you. But I don't want anyone to feel like trash because they have some extra pounds or some medical thing that they're going through. And I can't even tell them for sure if going on a carnivore diet is going to fix all their problems. Crap, I can't even tell someone if they give their life to Jesus that all their problems are going to disappear. It's not about their problems disappearing necessarily or being completely healed of whatever ails them. It's about, one, I guess being a good friend to them, being able to keep the right to speak into their lives. So when they have a moment they want to ask me something, I'm available. But a man needs to know he's capable and dangerous and able. But he also needs to know that there's hope in his life. He needs to be fighting for something. And I would say our lives are worth fighting for. Our health is worth fighting for. If not just for ourselves, for the people around us also. So I guess I'm talking through this right now and trying to figure out how I'm supposed to be intentional. There's no book on this. Unless there is. There's no book on how to be a good man, a good friend, a good Christian, a good steward of what you have found on your health journey and how to teach other people about it. Maybe there is, but I haven't read it. But I do know that God has guided me, and I'm gonna keep working through this, being intentional and what it means and where it's supposed to manifest in my life. I know I should intentionally tell my wife I love her, and I should intentionally look for things to praise her for. Same with my kids and my friends, my coworkers. Look for ways to serve them, to listen to them, be there for them. It's all things I want to do. It's just not easy all the time because life is a roller coaster. And but what was your intention? My intention was to love them well and help them pursue the best life they can have. Help them pursue God's will for their life, whatever that looks like. Yeah. All right. I want to say thank you for everyone who watches these Kill Me Live videos. Just remember, if you like this video or if I earned your subscription today, hit that subscribe button. I don't know how to do the hand gestures. Yeah. This is just a way I'm trying to serve and love the community. So if I earned your subscription, make sure you click that subscribe button. Check out some of our other videos. My carnivore journey is me hanging out with my kids when I was much larger. Oh, that was weird. All right, kill me out. Toots. Oh, jeez.